10 interview mistakes that senior executives still make. Some senior seasons executives seem to think that interviews are beneath them. They turn up unprepared, assume their life will do all the talking, then wonder why they're getting ghosted. Even the most accomplished leaders can derail a great opportunity by slipping into habits they don't realize they are carrying for years. I'm Martin Buckland, your global executive career management practitioner. Welcome to episode number 250 of Tuesdays at 2. Today I'm going to walk you through the top 10 interview mistakes senior executives still make. And I was speaking to an executive recruiter this morning, and he asked for the script of this Tuesdays at 2, and he said, "You've got it perfect. There are so many senior executives, very well qualified, who they get to the end in the interview stage and they just crack it up and they disintegrate." So listen to some of these top 10 tips today. If you clean them up, you immediately rise above most of your competition, because trust me, the bar isn't as high as you think. So number one, relying on the resume and their reputation. Far too many executives walk in convinced their title, company name, or LinkedIn presence is enough to carry the conversation. They assume the interviewer already knows their greatness. Big mistake. Here's the wake-up call. Nobody cares unless you articulate your value you will bring. You must connect the dots, highlight impact, quantify results, and show that you can solve their problems. Your past doesn't automatically translate into relevance today. So you need to spell it out clearly, articulate it. Number two, long wandering answers. When I interview clients and I say, "Tell me a little bit about yourself," and they go on and on and on and on and on, I have to intervene because you need to cut it off at some place, because we only have enough of listening time. So executives love big stories, but interviews aren't TED Talks. Rambling is fatal. Every answer should be 60 to 90 seconds, tight, clear, and structured. Use that STAR method: situation, task, action, result. When you drift, you look unfocused. Worse, you can overshadow your own achievements because the interviewer can't follow the thread. You've gone too deep or you've gone too long. So number three, not preparing a leadership narrative. You're not interviewing for a job. You're interviewing for trust. Executives often fail to articulate a leadership philosophy. How do you make decisions? How do you develop people? How do you handle conflict? That's what they want to know. If you can't clearly express how you lead, why would anyone want to follow you, let alone hire you? Number four, talking strategy only, not execution or tactics. Senior leaders sometimes drift into abstract vision mode. Strategy this, synergy that. It's all very impressive until the interviewer realizes you've never shown how you actually deliver results. Yes, they want to know you can think, but they also want to know you can execute, move metrics, and lead teams to good outcomes. Number five, being vague about your achievements. This is a big one. Executives sometimes avoid specifics because they assume that the numbers are obvious. Well, they're not. Interviewers want evidence. They want metrics. They want to see that evidence in your resume and in your verbal interview. Instead of saying, "I improved operations," say, "I reduced operational costs by 23% in 12 months while improving delivery accuracy by 14%. Which one would you hire? So details demonstrate confidence and competence. Vague platitudes do neither. So be bold, not shy or humble. Number 6, over talking their past role and ignoring the future role, the role they're interviewing for. Executives love reliving their glory days, but the interviewer cares about the future. Show you've studied their company. Explain the challenges that you anticipate or have uncovered. Outline what you'd prioritize in the first 30, 60, and 90 days. If you can find out a major issue with the company, articulate it and tell the interviewer your strategy is to resolve it. Shift the conversation forward. That's what good leaders do. Number 7, forgetting it's a two-way conversation. Executives often slip into monologue mode. Interviews should feel like a conversation between peers, not an interrogation. It's a meeting of the minds. So engage, ask strategic questions, demonstrate curiosity. The smartest leaders know that asking strong questions signals intelligence, preparedness, and confidence. Silence signals nothing except disinterest. Number 8, not managing their energy and their presence. This one surprises people. Senior executives can walk in with the energy of someone who hasn't slept for days. Presence matters. Presence is important. Be engaged, intentional, awake. Your body language is a preview of your leadership. If you seem drained, distracted, or flat, you're giving the interview a preview of what working with you will feel like. Number 9, neglecting storytelling. Data matters, but stories are humans remembering you. Executives often give bullet points instead of experiences. You need to articulate your experiences. Craft compelling stories, captivating stories that show hardship, decision making, conflict, challenges, resolution, measurable impact with as many metrics as you can deliver. Stories make you human, relatable, and memorable. If you don't tell stories, you become forgettable. Forgettable people rarely get hired. And finally, number 10, failing to demonstrate cultural awareness. Leadership isn't just KPIs, it's your behavior, how you execute programs with a variety of people. Executives regularly underestimate how important a cultural fit is. Talk about how you build relationships, how you communicate with others. How do you navigate change? How do you align cross functional teams? How do you adapt to the different communication styles, cultures, and of course, geographies? So, being globally aware today and emotionally intelligent is a massive differentiator. So, here's the unspoken truth. The biggest mistake executives make in interviews is assuming they've mastered the basics. It's pretty simple. The moment you think you outgrown the fundamentals, you start slipping. Interviews at the senior executive level aren't easier. They're actually more demanding. Every word, every pause, every example signals something psychologically and how you lead. Clean up those 10 mistakes and you immediately stand out from the other candidates. You show clarity, maturity, readiness, and executive discipline. I'm Martin Buckland, your executive career management practitioner. So remember something, your career is your business, so you need to manage it like a business. For more insights, visit my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland, and hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you will never miss a video. If anybody wants a free, no obligation, no sales pitch, resume or CV critique, doesn't matter where you live in the world, please send it to the address below, and mention that you were here on live, and I will arrange a 30-minute Zoom call. Doesn't matter where you live in the world. We will mutually arrange a time to go through your resume, your CV. But I do say it as it is, because you only get one kick of the can. So you only want one lead to generate one interview for one job.